Yo my people, welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a different type of video. So we obviously in the past we've done a West Ham rebuild over multiple episodes, but I'm gonna do the same thing with a different team, obviously as you can see with Coventry, um, and I'm gonna try and do it in one video to see if you guys like that concept better. So, as you can see, we are Coventry City because they've just been promoted up to the Premier League after, what, 22 years, I think? Well, I think pretty sure the last time they were in the Premier League was before I was born, and that was in the 2001-2002 season. Could be wrong. But yeah, so behind the scenes, I've gone ahead and changed the tactics. Um, we're going to go for a bog standard 4-3-3 attack. And this is the team I'm currently working with. We've got the likes of SA, who was on loan, but I've made him permanent. We've got, I'm pretty sure, ooh, we've got a few players like Onyeka, Yang Min Hyuk on loan. So we're trying to let their loans run out, and then hopefully when we go into the Prem in the new season, we can get straight into it. And we are playing possession style, possession-based football. But yeah, let's get into it. We are now officially in the new season, and we're in the Premier League. Let's just see if it's like real life and see if the same teams got promoted up. So we see Ipswich come up. Oh, Southampton. So Ipswich and Southampton came up instead of Ipswich, Coventry, and Hull City. So, with that being said, this video will not end until I win the Champions League. So, for the first season, this is how we're looking. So, not too shabby, not too shabby. Got a few spots to fill in. But yeah, now I'm gonna show you the shortlist that I've made just for the first season. So, going into the first season, a lot of these are unrealistic. So the Somerville, the Juve, potentially the Joe Bellingham, potentially the Jorgensen, potentially the Kwanzaa, potentially. Yeah, they're looking unrealistic, and maybe Emmanuel Omega as well. But yeah, firstly, I would say we need a keeper because we don't really have depth in the keeping area, and I'm pretty sure our current keeper is going out on loan potentially. So Jorgensen will probably be my first attempt at signing a player at Coventry, but let's just skip a day ahead just so we can see how the team's looking once transfers have gone out. The team departing, our best keeper is 67 rated, which it's not good, is it? And we don't really have squad depth. We've got one reserve. But yeah, as I was saying, the first player I'm gonna bring in, gonna have to bring in, is a keeper. So let's try and go and sign Jorgensen. So with that being said, we have signed Philippe Jorgensen for roughly 27, just over 27 million. Yeah, Chelsea manager was not budging, but welcome to the team, Philippe Jorgensen. There you go, 26.2 million. So there's a few players that I'm stuck between for my second signing. I'm thinking either Ronnie Edwards, Jarrell Quansah if I can afford him, potentially bringing back Brooke Norton-Cuffy potentially, or Chris Rigg, or potentially bringing in Mikey Moore or Tyler Diblin on the loan just to see how that works out. Yeah, just for. So they're asking, yeah, okay. Right, so this could go terribly wrong or it could go perfect and the way I want it. I'm going to attempt to sign Jero Konsa for 20 million. If I can do that, I might have enough to loan in Tyler Diblin or Mikey Moore. So fingers crossed it works. So we have managed to sign Jero Konsa on 18 million. Um, Cheaper than I expected by 2 million. Um, but yeah, welcome to the club. Hopefully we can go ahead and loan in potentially a winger or a striker. We have brought in Diego Leon from Manchester United for just over roughly about 2.2 million, 2.3 million. He is 67 rated, 19 years of age, I'm pretty sure, but he's an investment into the future because his potential is absolutely crazy. But yeah, hopefully he can get some game time and hopefully he can take that starting position. All of our signings done for now. This is how we are looking. So we've got Mason Clark, Wright, and Esse as our front three. Shortly behind Wright is Rudoni at cam, with Torp and Grimes as the centre mids. Our backline consists of Da Silva, Jero Konsa, Thomas, and Van Ewijk, with Jorgensen in goal. And this is how currently we are lining up on a bench. But yeah, he can play a left wing role if we need him to. But yeah, we could do a few better wingers on the bench potentially, but it's a work in progress. If we can survive relegation in the first season, that's all I want. And with the departure of Sims recently, we have decided to bring in Divine Makasa. 18 years of age, 81 rated, but a phenomenal potential. So hopefully he can do some sort of work off the bench. And yeah, he can be a super sub, hopefully. But yeah, with all our transfers done for the start of the season, I will see you in January. We are at the 1st of January. Let's go see where we are in the table. Oh my god. We are sat 19th on 13 points. 3 wins, 4 draws, 12 losses. That ain't good. That is not good. Right, let's just see how the rest of the table's looking. Hold on. West Ham. They should have went down, no? So who's gone down instead then? Hold on, I need to check that. Leeds went down. How did Leeds go down? I'm so lost. Wow. But yeah, we're sitting 19th, which isn't good. But yeah, it's gonna be a long video this. Right, so as you can see, we don't even have 500k in the budget. I cannot lose any more players. So yeah, I will see you at the end of the season, and hopefully it's a better result for us. Hopefully we're in mid-table at least. But as we've come to the end of season 1, I'm seeing 3-0 loss, 2-0 loss, 2-1 loss, sorry, 2-1 win, 1-0 win. I don't have high hopes. Genuinely, I can see us getting relegated, you know. This is how our squad looks. Mason Clark, Wright, and Esse all on 75. Grimes up to 77. Rodoni up to 76. Torp up to 75. Unfortunately, Da Silva has stayed at 72. Konsa up to an 81, Jorgensen up to an 83, Thomas up to 76, and Van Ewijk up to 76. On the bench, well, our bench has changed, but Leon is up to 69, Kessler Hayden up to 74, Eccles up to 72, Andrews up to 67. I don't think he's progressed, if anything, by one. Mikasa up by 74. Brawl, I'm pretty sure, has gone up by one or two. Raphael's gone up by a few. How many fucking positions? Wolfenden, I don't think has gone up. But with that, let's go see the stats of the team. Haji Wright has 44 appearances, 23 goals, 4 assists. Potentially our top goal scorer, with Mason Clark following him behind. But yeah, we clearly had not one appearance deep. We clearly had our goalsman, Haji Wright. We clearly had our next goalsman and assist man, Mason Clark, and SA filling in where he can. But it looked like there's just key players in the squad that have carried the squad. But for the final reveal, did we get mid-table at least? Haven't finished in the top 6, unfortunately. Not in the top 8, not in the top 9. See, not in the top 10. Not in the top 11. Top 12. We will take that all day. 17 losses, 9 draws, 12 wins. So let's just see how the rest of the table panned out. Somehow West Ham are escaping relegation again, even though they should be getting relegated. But Nottingham Forest on 25 points. You know what? They weren't on my list of relegated teams in this, you know. But yeah. Let's see how we done in other tournaments. Well, I say tournaments, competitions. So in the FA Cup, where do we come out? Oh, this isn't good. Oh, we lost to Bristol 3-2 on pens in round 4. Carabao Cup, Nottingham Forest won. Hold on, who won the FA Cup? Chelsea. Right, Nottingham Forest won that, but where did we come? Oh, we lost 2-1 on pens in round 3. So if I'm being honest, I weren't really focusing on silverware. I was trying to mainly focus on staying up in the Prem. But with that being said, roll on season 2. Whilst getting into the end of the season, we have a sponsor surge. Sponsors are excited by Coventry's progress in the league. They have increased the value of the deal as they believe the visibility of the brand could be massive for them. As a result, you have an extra 30.7 million in your transfer budget to enhance your squad and secure the place at the top. Nice! And at the end of the season, we have managed to secure Job Bellingham for 26.5 million right at the end of the season. So hopefully, in the next season, he can be an absolute machine in that midfield. So, going into the new season, this is how we are lining up. We're looking decent, but if I'm being honest, I feel like my main focus is going to have to be that left-back positioning. Harold's my centre-back and 26, 20. That's fine. So they might have my right centre-back and my right-back might have a little bit of growth. Grimes, again, 31. Depending on how Torp goes, Torp could potentially fill that gap. But yeah, let's see how this season goes. The left-back we have decided to bring in is none other than Says, I think his name is, from Bundesliga. Um, yeah, Jack Quinn says 40 million. Oh, from Napoli. Don't know where I got Bundesliga from. He is 79 rated. Yeah, 79 rated, but he's got the potential of like 90, 91. So, yeah, let's see how the season goes. Whilst we're here, we have also parted ways with Grimes, so that means we don't actually have a decent bench when it comes to the midfield and the wingers. We don't have a good bench at all. Damn. But yeah, can't do much about that now. So unfortunately, we are saying goodbye to Brandon Thomas Asante. He is on a move to Al Nassr. He didn't want to be at the club anymore, so thought I'd cash in on him. We are also saying goodbye to Joel Latribudia. Yeah, I butchered that name. But again, he didn't want to be at the club anymore, so why not get any sort of cash for him? We're also saying bye to Jay Da Silva for just over 2 million. Again, he was the main part of the squad last year, but he just didn't. I don't need him anymore. And we also could be potentially saying goodbye to Oliver Dovin, but I'll keep you updated on that one. Saying goodbye to Oliver Dovin to 2.3 million to FC 20 in the Dutch league. No, yeah, in the Dutch league. Welcome to the club, Shandri Campbell, the young South African player, for 4 million from Crystal Palace to Coventry. We needed a new left winger on the bench, and I feel like he can provide it. With our first match underway, let's see how it goes, and then potentially see how the rest of the season goes. Well, to January, should I say. We get a nice, comfortable 1-0 win. Unlucky for Wright. Could have scored. I'm guessing it might have been offside, or not too sure what happened there. Signing we have made is Jack Fletcher for 3 million. I know it said 2 million, but I did try. Michael Carrick weren't having any of it. But we brought him along for 3 million to Coventry. Welcome, Jack Fletcher. With that being done, I will see you in January. We have reached January, and yeah, the team look like it's building lovely. So hopefully that means I want to be at least 11th. Honestly, 10th. I want to be at least 10th. But yeah, so we've got Mason, Wright, and Essay as our leading three again. Our midfield in three still consists of the same. And our whole team basically consists of the same, for being honest. Essay's his progress has been phenomenal, same as Essay and Wright. Yeah, Campbell hasn't really made much progress, but he probably hasn't had much game time. Leon's gone up to 71, but yeah, let's see where we are on the table. So, City are leading on 42 points, followed by Chelsea, Liverpool. Fulham are just on something, I'm guessing. And we have made top 7. Come on! So I do believe that we could, depending on how things go, we're on track for the Conference League. Again, if things go our way. Yeah, let's see how we're doing in other tournaments. I keep saying tournaments, other competitions. So we're going into the round 3 against Newcastle. And in the Carabao Cup, where do we come? Oh, the second round, 3-2 loss to Wimbledon. Well, that's not good, is it? But yeah, we have a £2 million budget. If I'm being honest, I don't think I'm gonna sell or buy anyone. The team's strong as it is, so yeah, I'll see you at the end of the season. We have now reached the end of season 2, and in the final month, we've drew 1-1 to Liverpool, drew 0-0 to Newcastle, and won 2-1 at Leeds. The fact that we drew against Liverpool, who have been a dominant side so far, it's gave me good hope that we're still in the top 10 comfortably. Do you know what I mean? But with that being said, let's go look how the team is looking at the end of this season. There's been a slight change in the midfield, but we'll get to that. Mason Clark on a 76, Wright on a 78, SA on a 77. Then McCarson in for Rodoni, potentially an injury during the season, not too sure. Bellingham up to an 81, Torp up to a 76, and then our back three stays the same of Says, Konsa, Thomas and Van Ewijk, and Jorgensen. And yeah, our bench is slowly starting to look that tiny bit better. But with that being said, let's see where we finish in the table. And we have done it. We have secured Champions League football for the very first time in this rebuild. 18 wins, 9 draws, 11 losses. That's a miracle of a turnaround in a second season. Let's just go down to see where the table is, and well, not where the table is, where everyone else finished. So, I'm pretty sure Crystal Palace was in the top 5 in January. I'm not 100% sure. Tottenham had an awful season. West Ham, Wolves, and Burnley are all relegated. Burnley only managing to get 3 wins and 11 draws in the season. It's not the best, is it? So in the FA Cup, we reached round 3 and lost 2-1 to Newcastle. And in the Carabao Cup, hopefully we got somewhere further than round 2 this season. It's not looking promising. Nope, we came out in round 2 against AFC Wimbledon, 3-2 loss. Again, that probably happened at the start of the season, so yeah. All I can say now is hopefully next season we do even better. Philippe Jorgensen played every match of the season. Say's playing 42 matches, grabbing himself 1 goal and 3 assists, but with a rating consistently in a Prem of 6.5 in a team that didn't have the best starts of the season, I'd say that's alright. Moving down, Konsa getting an assist. Victor Torp getting 2 goals and 3. As a midfielder, I'd expect a little bit more. Joe Bellingham getting 7 goals, 7 assists. Mikasa playing 22 games, getting 1 goal, 2 assists. Jack Rodoni getting 5 goals, 7 assists. Bro played 1 game. Chandre Campbell played 6 games, got 1 assist, 2 goals, and in that one of the matches he kept the team managed to keep a clean sheet. Mason Clark played 42, 6 goals, 4 assists. Again, for someone who's 76 rated, pushing near enough 30 now, I'm fine with that. SA getting 15 goals, 5 assists, absolute star boy of the team so far. And Haji Wright, 43 games, 30 goals, 6 assists. Honestly, I didn't expect me to keep him in season 2, but well, yeah, he's proved that why he's still my striker. But he is 30 now, so next season I might have to put him on the bench. Not too sure. I've just seen this. Haji Wright has won Golden Boot of the season with 28 goals in 38 appearances. There's no Haaland on there. Wow. Haaland has fallen. Did any other commentary play? Romain SA with 15 goals. In the assists, Joe Bellingham finishing With the assists, we had Joe Bellingham finishing 6th with 7 assists and 38. Clean sheets, Philippe Jorgensen got the most clean sheets in a season, which is 11. But yeah, with that being said, head on to season 3. With season 3 starting, let's see how much the board have gave us this season. Because last season, we managed to finish, what, 14th? And they gave us 30 million. Ooh, they've been generous. 99 million. Did you not want to boost it to 100? No. Right, so let's take a look at the squad and see what positionings need improving. So if I'm being honest, I might look for another youngster as a centre mid who's got high potential. Definitely a left winger, because I don't know. Mason Clark, he's good, but his overall hasn't really shot up like everyone else's. But yeah, let's just have a look. The first signing of the season came on a free, and he is called Eric Animanian. No idea. But yeah, found him on a free agents. He is 77 rated with a very, very high potential. So welcome to the team. So the second signing of the new season we have made is bringing Rio Engamar from the Spanish league back to the Prem. He's 19, 80 rated, and as you guys know, stupid potential. So hopefully he can do something, and well, he's already going to be our starting left winger, so hopefully, yeah, he does his magic on that wing. So the third signing of the season is Florian Monet from a free agent. His rating's 80, very stupidly high potential. But yeah, hopefully he can work his magic up front and become the next Haji Wright and score 28 goals a season. Who knows? I was going through looking for a new centre back, and I came across this Walid Asir person. 20 years old, 84 rated, but got the potential of 96. Fucking hell. Like, look at that market value, and when I click onto it, minimum 94. I can't afford that. So we're just gonna have to skip him for maybe a season. Who knows? The next signing of the season we're gonna make is Kosta Nedeljkovic. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name. Chelsea right back, going for 21.5 million. Got a high potential. Let's see if he can work his magic and potentially progress with the team. At the start of the season, this is how we're lining up. I'm changing Campbell to a right winger, because he can play right wing. I'm changing Engomo to a left winger instead of a left mid. But yeah, this is how we are lining up currently. We are still looking for a new centre back to replace Thomas and put Thomas on the bench, but yeah, that hasn't been successful so far. Alicia, sit down.
I'm tired.
Oh, sit down then. So this is how we're lining up at the end of the season. We've got Engomar changing to a left wing instead of a left mid. We've got Campbell on the bench changing from a left wing to a right wing because he can play there. Hopefully that pushes his overall up slightly. And we are still on a hunt for a new centre back to replace Thomas. Because again, his overall's been stuck at 77 for about a season now. So I don't think he's going to get any higher. And on the plus side, he goes onto the bench to replace Wolfenden. And our bench just looks slightly better, don't it? And just like that, we have said goodbye to Luke Wolfenden. We are also saying goodbye to Kane Kessler Hayden for 7 million. There we go. Didn't need him. He just kept complaining, so bye-bye. And the last signing potentially we are going to bring in at the start of the season is Kareem Koulibaly from Bremen in the Bundesliga. We have paid 20 million for him. And yeah, he's 77 rated, nice potential. And yeah, so let's just see how it goes. And I know they just said 14 million, but yeah, I don't know where they're getting these ratings, well, prices from. Because yeah, I had to get him. I had to wait twice to get him because I bidded 14, but no, I bidded 16, and they just stormed out. So I don't know where they got that from. And just like that, Diego Leon has been loaned out to Al Ittihad in the Saudi League for a year. Hopefully, he can jump up a few ratings and become a valuable member to this squad when he comes back. So yeah, that is all the transfers we are going to make for the start of the season. Hopefully we might be able to bring in 1 or 2 players at January. But for now, I will see you in January. So, we have reached January. Let's see how the squad's looking. Engelmar's up to 84, Monet's up to 82, SA still on a 77, Macassa's up to 78, Bellingham 83, Aluminium, that's his new name, up to an 80, Says 85, Concert 83, Yorgos is an 86, get in mate. Uh, mm, this guy's name is, it does begin. Jovic, that's your new name, Jovic. Jovic up to an 81, Thomas says 77, Wright 79, Mason Clark 77, Campbell 74, Van Ewick 78. Ooh, Koulibaly with the injury. Ooh, we got a head cut. Shit. Fletcher up to 75. We're looking okay. This is not a team that should be fighting for Champions League, I would say. Maybe Europa League. But yeah, we shouldn't be nowhere near the relegation zone this season. Going from the top of the table to the bottom, we've got City, Arsenal, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, and Everton in the top 6. Please let me know I've made top 10, please. Oh my god, I'm not even in the top 10. I swear to God, if I'm anywhere near that relegation zone, oh my god. Okay, we're 13th. I can deal with that. We're on 24 points, but it's just not good enough. Let's see the rest of the... Aston Villa. Never would have thought Villa, you know. And Sunderland. Okay. Maybe they're off to a bad start of the season like me. We have reached January. As you know, we're sitting 13th, which it's not ideal, is it? With the team we've got, we should be at least fighting for Europa League football, at minimum. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be making any. We've got about 20 million budget. I don't know if I'll be making any signings. If I do, it'd probably be another centre back. But as you know, Koulibaly's injured, out for another day. But injuries happen, and yeah, I don't really want Thomas there as a backup. I'd rather have options. But yeah, if I do sign anyone, as usual, I'll let you know. And the centre back we have decided to sign as our final signing of the season is Ismailio Gianu from RC Lens in the Ligue 1. 80 rated, 24 years old. 23, there you go. And yeah, he's got decent potential. So hopefully he can be decent. So we have reached the end of the season, and as you can see, apart from the 5-1 loss against United, that's just crazy. We've beaten Barcelona 4-0 in the Champions League, and if my maths is correct, this game here should be the final. So I think we've made the Champions League final against AC Milan, but let's go find out. So we have made the Champions League final at Wembley Stadium against AC Milan. Yeah, let's just go see how we done. Firstly, so we finished in the table system. We finished 14th, which it's all right. It's not the best performance. Milan finished 22nd, so yeah. In the playoffs we beat, oh my god, 7-5. Wow. Okay. Round of 16. 7-6. Okay, 5-6, 6-5. Damn, round of 16 was the place to be. 5-2, 4-2. Damn. Quarterfinals? 7-6 again. That must have been a hell of a comeback. Semi-finals, 4-3. That's not as bad. And now we have made the Champions League final. Because it is a final, I will be playing the match. So I'll show you snippets here and of the match, and that's just the key highlights. And for the Champions League final, of course, it's on Legendary. We're going to play, instead of playing 3 minutes per half, we're going to play 4 minutes, just so we have a tiny bit of an extension. But yeah, let's crack on.
The most prestigious club
Such a beautiful
competition
stadium.
in European football, and now it comes down to this, the final itself. Who will prevail?
You know what? That's one thing that I don't like about the current FC season. Obviously, PES brought the Italian League licenses, so it's just like fake kits and fake badges and all that. Engelmar got his own tifo. That's sick, to be fair. It's gonna be a good game.
And so it begins. The UEFA Champions League final is underway. Ricci.
If I can get in and get a quick goal early, then that'd be perfect. Right, I just didn't. Okay. Oh, solid defender.
Good pressure.
There we go. Knock it forward. Someone run. Oh, come on, SA. Through balls are going to be better than that.
Attack looks promising. Fine pass.
We are lucky not to be 1-0 down there. That was atrocious defending.
That is a superb piece of goalkeeping. Has to clear his lines.
Can we start a counter? Oh my god, push it forward.
Well, that's how to defend the edge of your box.
Offside?
Opportunity.
Oh, shocking defending. Shocking.
Counter-attacking chance.
There we go.
Joe Bellingham.
Oh my god. I can't get a pass through the defence.
Radio. And possibilities here. Throw-ins given.
Right.
Well, not pretty.
Do we not know how to show the ball now?
Promising attack this.
There we go. Come on! 1-1. This is exactly what we need just before half time as well. Make it back level.
Rabiot. Santiago Jimenez. Now Rabiot. The through ball. And maybe Rabiot.
Oh, come on.
To give them the lead in the
How have they not? Oh my god.
Well, they have to defend better than that. They just don't do it as aimed, do they?
That is shocking.
The referee's whistle.
So, going into the second half, we have made one
The
sub,
two teams have
which
switched
is
around,
we've
and the
put
second half is
Mikasa
underway.
on for Haji Wright, but we're playing Haji Wright as a striker and now Monet as our cam.
Joe Bellingham.
Oh, he's trying to cut back.
And over it comes.
Oh, why? It didn't want to let me switch player.
O'Reilly. Couldn't hang on to it.
Come on.
And he put it away.
Oh my god, this is not going our way.
And just look at these fans.
This is not going our way.
Surely. Excellent vision.
There we go.
Could pull one back here.
Oh my god!
Outrageously good stop. Well, great reflection from the keeper. He did
Oh, I was about to say, what's happened?
He's been influential today, but the manager decides to make a personnel switch at this point. Bellingham,
Oh, why have I done that?
perfect position to read it. Could catch them on the break.
Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Can he score? Committed defending.
He's done so well there. What an important block.
Haji Wright. Can they set up a chance?
Oh, what?
really promising
Why are you
start.
just standing there? Run! Oh my god, this team is so shit.
Rafael Leao. Yusuf Fofana. Can he deliver?
Oh my god.
It is! 3 goals in front. An immense performance.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender.
And there it is. Full time.
We have lost. Well, we've been demolished 4-1 in the Champions League final. Honestly, that team isn't ready for Champions League finals yet. Which is annoying because we had such a good run. But on to next season. So we have just started the new season and we've got financial returns. The club's financials have never looked better. Any sales done within this transfer window will return in full to your transfer budget. Take advantage of this and optimize and close any gaps in the squad. Ooh. Okay. Shopping. Let's go sign some players. So the first signing I have made, I've absolutely broken the bank, and it is a Walid Assir from Arsenal. It was that freak wonder kid that I showed you last time. I had to pay 115 because there was not budging underneath that. But yeah, he's got a 96 potential, so hopefully we can have a better season. And just like that, we have sent Chandra Campbell to Athletic Bilbao in the La Liga for a year's loan. So potentially when he comes back, goes up a little bit. And we have also sold Rafael to Neom for 2 million. We have sent Kai Andrews to Stoke City for just a little just over 2 million. 2.5 million, there you go. Again, didn't need him, so why not cash in? And we have sent Simon Ebner to Stoke City on loan for 2 years. But again, depending on how much progress he makes, I might bring him back after one. With all the signings done at the start of the season, I will now see you in January. So, we have now reached January, and yeah, we are sitting 6th on 29 points, but let's see how the table's looking. City at the top, you know, for the last few seasons, this has been the top 6. Scroll a little bit down, West Ham's come back up, they're looking decent. Tottenham not off to the best starts. Wow, Fulham and Aston Villa. Wow. Right, let's see how we're doing in the FA Cup. We're going into round 3. Okay. Carabao Cup. Oh, look at that. We're in the semi-finals. Against Leicester, we should win. I predict Coventry Liverpool final. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, we have no European football, so I'm not going to lie, this rest of the season is probably going to be a bit skipped. And yeah, I'm not really going to show much unless we reach finals or we make transfers. So, this is how we're looking at the start of January. So we've got Engelmar up to an 87, Mon at 19 years of age up to an 87, SA still 79, Macassar 79 still, Bellingham up to an 86, Aluminium up to an 86, Djokovic up to an 84, Konsa still on an 84, Jorgensen up to an 87, Asir up to an 87, Says up to a whopping 88, right on an 80, and yeah, the bench hasn't really gone up apart from Fletcher and Koulibaly. But yeah, let's carry on. Like that, we have sold Jack Rudoni to Leeds for 16.2 million. He didn't want to be at the club anymore, and he wanted to leave, so I cashed in. So on transfer deadline day, we have brought in Gilberto Mora from Everton for 36 million. It's not a world-class cam like we was hoping for, but he's got a high potential, and if I'm being honest, it's better than having a 79 there still. And we have also brought back Campbell because even though he's gone up to rating, and I would love to keep him out on loan so he can develop even more, we just need the squad depth at the moment. So, with that being done with the transfer deadline day, because even though there's 6 minutes, well, 6 hours technically, we are not going to be making any more signings. So yeah, we will see you at the end of the season. So, going through, and that skipping to January, to the end of the season, we have another sponsor surge. Sponsors are excited by Coventry's progress in the league. They have increased the value of the deal as they believe the visibility of the brand could be a massive for them. As a result, you have an extra 53 million in your transfer budget to enhance your squad and secure a place at the top. Ooh, that's what we needed. Yes. So we've got 56 million. So I'm gonna make some transfers now. So at the end of the season, in the new season they come in. And just like that, we have brought Samuel Berger to Coventry for 31 million in the new season. And yeah, so our right winger position is now that little bit stronger, and hopefully he can produce something better on that right wing. So we have reached the end of the season, and we only managed to secure 8th position in the table, which is it's not ideal. We've got 13 losses. It's really not ideal compared to January. City won the league by far, and let's see who's getting relegated. Oh, okay. Leeds, Fulham, and Burnley. Pretty sure Brentford was in there at January. But yeah, with that being said, let's see if we won any other tournament cups. So City won the FA Cup. Where did we come in? Oh, where did we come in the FA Cup? We came in the quarterfinals and lost 2-1 to Villa. Okay, with the Carabao Cup. Oh, we won. We won 3-2 on pens to Liverpool. Get in. With the new season starting, that also means our right winger Berger, pretty sure his name was, is now in the club. And just like that, we have stolen Liverpool's backup striker, Marius. How do you pronounce his surname? Marius. His name is now Marius. He's 20 years old, 80 rated, but got the potential of like 90. That's something stupid. So just like that, our backup keeper is now in of Liam Ingham, the youngster from New Zealand. He is 80 rated and got potential of about 86, 87. So it's not too bad. And we have now brought in another youngster of Ibrahim Clarkson, 73 rated, but still very sky high potential. So at this current rate, I'm trying to build something for the future, just in case we don't win the Champions League anytime soon. We now have a young striker of Min Jae Bang coming in from the free agents list. And yeah, so we're gonna loan them out just so they can get some game time, and then yeah, we'll see how they develop. And we have sent Dario Casadei on a 2-year loan move to Arsenal. Guessing they're lacking in a right back, and yeah, so hopefully with him going to a bigger club, he develops more. And we have sent Min Jae Bang to Wolves on a 2-year deal. Hopefully he can make some progress and get some starting action. Ibrahim Clarkson is on a 12-month loan deal to West Ham because they are known to produce talented youngsters. So hopefully they can do the same with him. So when he comes back, he might be able to make it onto the bench. And we have decided to put Chandra Campbell back out on loan, but this time for 2 years at RC Lens. And unfortunately, this breaks my heart to say, but we have said goodbye to Haji Wright. His rating's starting to drop, his transfer value starting to drop. We brought in a new striker on the bench, so I thought why not cash in whilst he's still got over 10 million of a transfer value. And we have sent Liam Ingham on a 12-month loan to Brentford, so hopefully he can get some starting time there. Have taken Newcastle's Taylor Pryor for 14.5 million. He's 76 rated, 18 years old, but got a potential of 93. So hopefully he can get some game time this season with us and he can progress real nice. So we have reached deadline day. I have made all the sales and all the transfers that I want at the start of the season. So I will see you in January. So we have reached January 1st and we are sitting 13th in the table. I don't know what's going on. Like, this team shouldn't be fighting for mid-table. They should be fighting for the fucking league. I don't know. Something's got to change. I don't really know who to bring in either. Because yeah, you could argue a backup left winger, but he's been alright. Let's just see how the rest of the season goes. Because I don't think I'm gonna make any sales or gonna buy anyone. So let's just see how the rest of the season goes. So it didn't save um the time frame of when I signed this person. But I have signed Schneider from Liverpool for just over 4.5 million, 72 rated, but he has got a sky high potential. So hopefully he can progress with us. We are not going to make any more signings this season, so we will see you at the end of the season. So we have gone to Brentford and stole their striker Ibrahim Chamberlain for 107 million. He's 88 rated. Oh no, well, I don't know why it's come on 84 on the right wing, but he's 24, about 88 rated. And yeah, hopefully with our striker, well, with the Mohawk guy wanting to leave, hopefully he can fill a position off the bench or potentially in a starting 11 somewhere and be a key part of this squad. And just like that, we have sent Simon Ebner on loan to Sevilla FC in their La Liga for 2 years. And we have sold Milan van Ewijk to Bournemouth for 15.5 million. He didn't want to be at the club, so why not cash in? And we have also put Alexander Schneider on loan to Udinese in the Serie A for a year or two. Ibrahim Clarkson is also heading to the Serie A to Bergman Calcio, I think, for 1 or 2 years. And the striker I have decided to bring in is called Leo Graham from Wolves, 17-year-old, 76 rated. I paid about 17.5 million, but he is 76 rated, but of high potential, because I don't really want to go with someone with high potential, because it would just be like a battle always for that starting position. Whereas I want him to get warm in the team and then slowly start pushing and pushing and pushing. And the next signing I have decided to bring in is Jan van Uven from Brentford for 60 million. I've paid a little bit more because I wanted to make sure I had sealed the deal, because they were a big threat last season. I don't think I beat them last season, so I'm trying to weaken my opponents in the Prem. So we have reached January. As you can see, but next to the Coventry City, we are sitting 7th. So it's not too shabby, for the start of January. Leeds, wow, Leeds are destroying the league. Wow, and clearly the two players that we took from Brentford have really made a difference to them. Wow, they're dead last. So with the signing of Murillo, we might be able to push Macassa where Fletcher is, and potentially send Fletcher out on loan, potentially. But we'll just see how this plans out. So, going into the end of the season, I do want to say that I lost all the footage of the second half of the season practically, and yeah, so I do apologize in advance that the ending of the video isn't the greatest, but yeah, let me show you how the squad is looking after the season has finished. So Engamar, Monet and Chamberlain are all still looking very, very sharp and decent. Mora is up to an 89. He has been absolutely wonderful since I brought him. Bellingham's up to a 91. Aluminium's on a 89. Djokovic is on an 87. Verleuven and Asir have been an absolute beast of partnership. And Says and Jorgensen, they're definitely not going to be forgotten anytime soon. Even on our bench from the very first season up until now, our bench has significantly improved. Even our reserves, well, I personally would leave it like that. But yeah, even our reserves, our bench, everyone has made so much progress. But let's see how the players that are out on loan, let's see how they've done this season. So Ingham is up to an 84. He's gone up 1 rating whilst being at Dortmund. Diego Leon hasn't gone up a rating, unfortunately. Simon Ebner, he's gone up 2 ratings and he's 21. He's a centre back, but he's 5'9". So yeah, we need to watch on that one. Ian Clarkson has gone up 2. I can honestly see him developing wonderful. Dario Casadei has gone up 1 rating whilst being at Arsenal. Schneider has gone up 2. Is that all of them? And Min Jae Bang has gone up 2 ratings whilst being at Wolves. Yeah. So as you can see, we did win 4-1 in a Champions League final. Again, I did play in the game. Honestly, I'll just give you a quick rundown of how the game went. I'm pretty sure it was 1-1 at half time. And if I'm being honest, we were playing absolutely rubbish. We needed a gear change in that second half. And we came out in the second half and we absolutely demolished them. We came out a brand new team. So let's go see how we were in the Champions League in order for us to win. We did finish third in the table with 74, well, joint 74 points. I don't think I've ever seen that in real life. And the teams relegated are Burnley, Ipswich, Brentford. And it seems like ever since I stopped them 2 players from Brentford, it's just been misery for them. But yeah, let's go see how we've done in the FA Cup. We came out 2-1 against Swansea. That's not good, is it? What about the Carabao Cup? 4-2 to Stevenage. You're taking the piss. With a team that we have, how are we losing to Stevenage 4-2? Oh my god. But let's go see how our Champions League Cup run went. So in the league, we actually finished 6th. Porto finished at the top with no losses. Let's see how everyone else lined up. So the previous champions 2 seasons ago finished 17th. Madrid 20th. Wow, Bayern Munich. Liverpool didn't have a good run in the Champions League. Neither did RB Leipzig. Sporting again didn't. Wow, that's deep. 8 matches, 8 loss. That's so deep. But yeah, and then we went into the round of 16 and beat Lazio 5-2 on aggregate. Moving on to the quarterfinals. In the second leg, we actually lost 1-0 to Juventus, but ended up beating them 3-2 on aggregate. Moving on to the semi-finals, we demolished FC Porto 5-1, and Barcelona beat Leverkusen 3-2 on aggregate, which means in the final, it was us versus Barcelona, which I won. Well, we won 4-1. But yeah, that's been it, guys. If you want to see more videos like this, where it's just in one video instead of spread out across multiple, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.